Hey guys, so for today's video, as I'm sure you can tell from the title here, I'm gonna be doing the dreaded how I did my makeup in high school tag. And that might be a little bit boring because I really didn't wear that much makeup in high school. Honestly, I didn't really start getting into makeup until college. Pretty much at the end of beauty school was when I really got fully into makeup. I did special effects makeup all the time, but I never really got into the glam part of makeup, honestly. I never did in high school. It was really weird. Yes, just so you're not too bored, I'm also gonna take you through middle school too, even though each year in middle school was a different product and I would eventually stop using that product. But yeah, I was a full out tomboy in middle school and most of high school. I didn't start growing up in high school until junior year, I remember. I kind of went through like this little transformation and wanted to kind of change my appearance a little bit. I don't know why. I mean, I still wore the same clothes sometimes when I wanted to be comfortable, I guess. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get into this video. Okay, so I got my straight hair. I actually started straightening the crap out of my hair in 8th grade, I think. I think the very first makeup I ever started wearing was eyeshadow. And it was weird. I would just do like one little layer of eyeshadow. I don't know why, but that's just how I did it. So I guess we're gonna start this back in 7th grade. And I would straighten the crap out of my hair. Basically, this is totally a shirt I would wear in 7th grade too. I had the Blink-182 concert last night, so luckily I got this one, and yeah, this is totally a shirt I would wear in 7th grade for sure. And in 7th grade, what I would do, I would take like a little palette like this. This one's from Forever 21, I think, but I usually got mine from the drugstore. Like I'd buy like the Maybelline palettes and whatnot. I would use a shade, like this stark white shade here. And what I would do is I would take the little, whatchamacallit, that came with the palette, and I would just start covering my entire eyelid. Just like that. Yeah, I would just cover my entire eyelid with a sparkly white color because I thought it looked cool. This is my very first experience with makeup ever. Yeah, I didn't even do anything with my lips, nothing. I never wore a lip gloss ever either. That was the very first thing I ever did, was a little light layer of a shimmery eyeshadow, and not a very pigmented one at that. So yeah, that was the first thing I started using. Next, let's fast forward to 8th grade. And I started getting a little bit more adventurous, just a tad. And being the punk kid that I was, I started wearing eyeliner. And I would put a really dark, I mean not too heavy, but I put a pretty good amount of eyeliner just on my lower waterline. I remember the first time I ever did this, I was terrified and I did it totally wrong. And I put it all here. And I just left that line there. I'm not gonna do that like that here because I didn't fully do that all the time. It was just the first time I ever did it, I did that. But yeah, I would just put it on the lower waterline like so. Yeah, just like that. I don't know why. I wanted it to be nice and bold, and no mascara either, and I wouldn't even put it on my upper waterline. I actually didn't start doing that until about a year ago, so yeah. Like I said, this tag isn't gonna be the most exciting tag, but yeah, this was what I did. This was me in 8th grade, pretty much. What you're seeing right now. This was me in 8th grade. Actually, I lied. There's one more thing I did do. This phase didn't last long. I stopped doing this my freshman year of high school. Thank God it didn't last long because I wanted to be that cool, punk-looking 80s kid. I don't know why. I just did. And I thought this was super cool, and I used to do it all the time. And basically, with a color very similar to this one here, I would take a blue eyeshadow, again, one of these little pieces of scata here. Anyone who's not Greek, that means shit in Greek. And I would cover my entire eye in the blue shadow. Like so. It definitely was not as pigmented as this shadow, so I'm just gonna diffuse it a little bit. And yeah, this was me in 8th grade. There we go. Blue eyeshadow and a black waterline. That was me. Yeah. So I stopped doing the blue eyeshadow my freshman year of high school. All right, blue eyeshadow is off. So then my freshman year of high school, I pretty much stuck to this, and I stayed pale and I didn't wear foundation because I wanted to look like a vampire. I don't know why. I just want to look like a vampire. I thought they were cool. For those of you that don't know me, I have been obsessed with vampires since I was, I don't know, I want to say like 4, and I started watching Buffy. If I remember that far back, I'm pretty sure I was 4 years old, and I would watch Buffy, and I thought vampires were like the coolest thing ever. Like, all I did was read vampire books, and all I did was watch vampire movies, and those are my favorite things in the world, and I wanted to look like a vampire. And I thought this was very vampire-esque. My paleness and no makeup, just black eyeliner. And it basically stayed like this. I finally started wearing mascara my sophomore year. It was this very mascara that I still use to this day, that I love very dearly, and it's still my favorite mascara of all time. I never did the bottom lash line. I always just did the top. I didn't start doing the bottom lash line, I think senior year of high school? Yeah, I'm pretty sure senior year of high school is when I finally started doing the bottom, so I just did the top. And I'm gonna do it exactly like how I did it. I used to always have crap on my lids and never did anything about it. Never cleaned it because I didn't think I had time in the morning. I like to sleep in the morning. I was one of those kids. This is gonna stay on my lid because this is how I did my makeup. So yeah, sophomore year of high school. This is me now. And then this was me until, I want to say, the middle of junior year of high school. I finally switched it up. I stopped wearing black eyeliner on my lower waterline. I don't know why. I like completely transformed my look. Started dressing a little bit nicer to school. I started actually curling my hair. I would still straighten it whenever I just wanted to do it easy, but I would also curl my hair in the morning. I started wearing like lighter makeup, and I started looking less punky, I guess you could say. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this off my lower lash line. Hold on one sec. And yeah, so just completely start over. No black waterline anymore. I would wear mascara on my top lashes. Again, not bottom yet. I didn't start doing that until my senior year for some reason. I don't know why. I never thought it was a good idea. But yeah, I kept wearing mascara on my top lashes because for some reason I wanted to grow out of that tomboy phase and start looking like a girl. Again, still had some mascara on my lid, but whatever. It happened. It happened. We just gotta move past it. I did start wearing foundation, but do you wanna know how I wore foundation? I would wear my foundation like it was my concealer because I did not know what concealer was yet. I had no clue that concealer was actually the one that was supposed to go under your eyes and on pimples. So I think it was actually this very one, and there's pretty much no product in here, so hold on, give me a sec. Nothing's coming out. This is the one I would use though. All right, I didn't use this one in high school. It wasn't around yet in high school, but whatever, we're just gonna make it work. So I would finally start wearing foundation, and I would wear it as concealer. So I'll put, and I use my finger because there were no beauty sponges yet. There was nothing like that. So I would basically do this, and I would blend it in with my finger, and I thought this was acceptable. Any redness, you know, everywhere. And yeah, don't know why, but this is just how I did it. That's how I did foundation for the first time until I think my freshman year of college. Yeah, this is basically how I wore foundation until my freshman year of college. I think sometimes I would take foundation and put it all over, but it was very rarely. It was when I actually had time in the morning. This was me when I had no time in the morning and I just wanted to go to school and do my thing. The next thing that I started wearing was blush. Put a little bit of blush on my cheekbones because I wanted to have that nice girly feel to me. So I would start wearing a little bit of blush on my cheekbones because I found out you had to use a brush to wear blush. Yeah, it'd be a very light, neutral blush. I didn't use like the crazy colored blushes, but yeah, it looks something like this. And then I got a little more adventurous, and I would always do this the wrong way. I would put on mascara first, and then I do my eyeliner. And I would do it like this a lot, where it was just mascara. But when I wanted to be real adventurous, I would take my eyeliner, and I just put a little bit on my top lash line. because I thought it looked pretty. And I would do my own crappy little wing like this. This was the first time I did a wing. And yeah, this was me my junior year, pretty much. I remember sometimes I would do this. I did this junior year a little bit. I never did this though. I think that's why I didn't include it in this video. But I think the only thing I would add was I finally would do bronzer. But I didn't wear bronzer the right way either. I would put bronzer all over my face and use that as a foundation. I don't know why I did it that way. I wanted to be tan finally. I was sick of having vampire pale skin and I just wanted to be tan. I don't know why. And it was a phase. I never did it. That's why I didn't include it in this video. I did it very, very few times. Another thing I would do, I would take a lipstick this color and I finally would put something on my lips and I put a pretty pinky shade like this. Because again, I wanted to be girly finally. I don't know why. I don't know why it took me so long, but I just did. And I wear it like this. Sometimes I wouldn't even wear lipstick, to be honest. I wear like chapstick, but for the most part, I would always wear a color like this and I would never switch it up. And I pretty much did my makeup this exact same way. Yeah, the exact same way. Only difference was I finally started wearing mascara on my lower lash line. But yeah, this was it. I didn't know you could do your brows yet. I had no clue. I had a cousin that would do that and I didn't think it was right for some reason. I thought it was really weird when people would draw their brows, and now look at me. Now I'm completely obsessed with eyebrows. Yeah, I just never got into makeup, or glam makeup for that matter, until college. And going into beauty school, like the middle-ish end of beauty school was when I actually full on started wearing glam makeup and I just fell in love with it. I fell in love with eyeshadows, colors, everything. Just kind of out of the blue, and I don't know why. I always loved being that creative person. I just never did it on my face exactly. I didn't know what I was doing yet, and then one day out of nowhere I started watching a bunch of YouTube videos, and this is actually how I got into makeup. I would be so bored in beauty school that I would be watching YouTube videos all day, and that's how I learned to do glam makeup. It was really weird. Like, they promised us that we would learn makeup and we really didn't. We learned it for, I forget how long. I want to say like 3 or 4 days, and then there's only like one day where we did makeup on each other. And I learned so much more from YouTube, and it's really crazy. Like, I just learned how to be creative with it, honestly, and I love it, and I could never go back. I love being a makeup artist. This is what I do. But yeah, this is how I did my makeup in high school, you guys. Thank you for sticking with me through this very sad video. I hope you guys liked it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Where the f did my mirror go? Is it like right in front of me? What the? Right next to me, of course. Filming. You're so cute. No, you're fine. I didn't know you were here. You wanna give me like 5 or 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you hungry? Are you hungry?
I'll look downstairs.
Ow. Those of you that know me